You are now watching Between Villains.
What is going on, villains? Welcome back to another episode of Between Villains Live. It's your host, Flea, and of course, we got some more gameplay reactions for you guys. Make sure you hit that like and sub button, turn the post notifications on, whether that's here on Twitch or over on YouTube. We appreciate the support. Xbox yesterday had an Xbox game showcase. I went into it thinking it was going to be the biggest thing in the world. It wound up being like just a small showcase. They only showed about, I want to say, 4 games. Games are pretty cool. We're here to talk about what the games were, how I felt about the games, my reaction to them, and everything like that, and what I want from Xbox going forward in 2026, guys. So let's go ahead and get into that. You guys know I love Xbox, and I'm waiting for Gears, man. We still had no Gears at this event. I was a little bit sad about that, but we're going to take a look at the games that were shown off and why I like what I saw yesterday and what they can improve on. So let's get into that and do that ahora. The very first game that they showed off that I really want to talk about, and it's kind of because I used to be a racing game fan when I was younger, you know what I mean? Like, I was really into like the Need for Speed series and shit, but Forza Horizon 6 was shown off yesterday and it looked really, really good. So let's start off with that. This shit looks like it's going to be dope. And it did confirm at the top of this event that everything here obviously will be coming to Xbox Game Pass day one.
An exclusive region of the world with unique events,
very cool,
and areas to explore, and that will be a true accomplishment. Throughout that journey, all of Japan outside. And
then the fact that you're in Japan, I don't know if we had like the Need for Speed games. I think
let's talk about the location we've all
one of the Midnight Clubs might have went to Tokyo. Midnight Club 3, I think went to Tokyo. Could be wrong, but I think it's cool. I think it's fucking dope. Look how cool a map looks. Like, this has to be a bestseller for Xbox, and the fact that it's multi-plat now, coming out on PC, PlayStation, everything, like, come on, yeah.
Diverse biomes, seasonality, and breathtaking driving experiences.
And I said this while we was reacting to it yesterday, but it always feels like these racing games, whether it be Gran Turismo or Forza in this case, like, it feels like these games are made to test the video game hardware and make sure that everything is like, you know what I mean? Like, what can we do with this hardware to push it forward? Let's try it in a racing game, you know? Pretty cool. It looks really good. Like, think about it. It's a racing game, but look how much detail they put it into the world. You know what I mean? Very cool, very thoughtful.
We're not just bringing classic JDM to life, but also showcasing some of the newest, most exciting cars in the world. And Forza Horizon 6 cover car is one of them.
Kind of like the cover athlete on the 2K games. Gotta have a big cover car.
The GR-GT is
the GR-GT. Nice. Nice. Okay. So very cool. Like I said, I'm not the biggest car person in real life, but as far as video games go, I do like them. And I think I'm gonna get back into them once Forza drops. Very like calming type of game. Can also be very nerve-wracking when you're racing and shit, but fucking cool. I miss just like the days of me booting up a game and then just getting out there, playing a racing game and just driving around. Like, that shit is why I play GTA so much. You know, just like driving around, and it's very therapeutic, very calming. This looks fucking dope though. This looks dope. You guys let me know how y'all feel about the next Forza game down below in the comment section. We're gonna go and move over to what I think is probably my favorite reveal or trailer or deep dive, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and that is Beast of Reincarnation. So if you didn't hear about this game is actually made by Game Freak, and Game Freak, you're probably like, oh, why do I know that name? It's because those are the same people that fucking made Pokemon. Man, Game Freak was cooking. Game Freak was absolutely cooking. It looks completely different from anything I've ever seen them work on before, especially like if you compare it to Pokemon and shit. And yes, if you're wondering where the money for Pokemon Legends Z to A went, it was to Beast of Reincarnation. This is where the money went. Yeah, this is it right here. And the fact that this is coming out on Game Pass day one, and like you're gonna see the Game Freak logo pop up on an Xbox like, I think that shit is so fucking dope, bro. Very cool stuff. So I don't know if it looks like a, I didn't want to say Souls-like, but it looks like an action RPG that blends some of the things they learned when it came to like turn-based combat from Pokemon. It looks very interesting, very interesting. Alright, like the Forza shit, we're gonna go ahead and skip forward just a bit. I want to get into some more gameplay from this, like some actual story beats and shit, because I think that's like the most interesting stuff here. The story looks fantastic. And you know, Game Pass day one, that means we're gonna be able to play this handheld and shit like that. I'm looking forward to doing that.
の能力にすることになり、プロトタイプも出来上がってきました。そしてそれがエマという人物
Looks really, really good, yeah.
するだけではな
Yeah.
く
Like this right here screams Souls like. I could be 100% bugging, but this screams Souls like. Like that whole setup right there, big old balls, locking onto them, crazy attacks, parrying, dodge. Like that screams Souls like. But then they hit you with the fucking Sasson, the little grabber, and it's some turn-based shit mixed in. Fucking crazy. And obviously, though, a Game Freak, their attention to like edibles and nature and shit like that, always top tier. So that was gonna roll over into this game no matter what. Look at this, like this shit. You compare that to fucking Pokemon Legends ZA, and you know, holy shit.
ストーリーの舞台は西暦4026年の日本です。はるか昔に発生した汚れという名の寄生植物の影響で人類の大半が消滅した後の世界です。エマは腐食体を狩り、その汚れを自分の体に封じ込めることができるという特別な能力を持っています。
So it seems like you're gonna be using your old body to take on the blight and kind of like heal the world. So you're probably gonna be healing nature, healing animals along the way.
エマと彼女の相棒となるクーは日本の東の地で出会います。そのクーの目的がこのゲームの謎の一つでもあります。
You got this wolf companion. I'm telling you, man, I think this game is gonna be sleeper hit of the year. Like the way that Clear Obscure pulled up and was like, "Yo, game of the year for real," was a really good game. I think this is along those lines. You know, Game Freak really makes good games, so just this, like they'll be able to like freely create and not have to be constrained by like Nintendo or the Switch or Pokemon in general as a franchise. Like, I know this feels good for them. I know it does. Look how insane this shit looks. You kidding me?
汚れを封じることができるエマにしかできない特別な役目です。腐食体はこの世界の畏怖の対象であり、最も象徴的な存在です。汚れに寄生されて巨大化していった生物たちです。
So creatures that have been taken over by the blight, fight a fucking boar.
強力な敵です。腐食体は汚れを吐き、その巨体で世界を蹂躙していきました。腐食体の中でもひときわ
Among the Malefacts, a particularly large existence called the Nushi. Okay, so one of the bosses from the game. Look at that. Oh my god, like you see what I mean? It looks like a Souls-like, bro.
手強い腐食体が襲いかかり、プレイヤーの行く手を阻むのです。そしてこの世界にはゴーレムという一つの勢力があります。
Some more humanoid. Kind of miss. I don't know how I didn't see this yesterday. There was so much stuff going on. Former humans transfer their souls into mechanical bodies in order to survive the world. What the fuck? Have deteriorated, causing them. Alright, so they transferred their souls into robots, but they lost control of the souls, so now they're just kind of like lifeless puppets. Fucking ill. Like, are you kidding me? It's the people that make Pokemon. It's the same niggas. Ow. 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 So yeah, hands down, Villains, my favorite reveal from yesterday. But the reason I'm saving the next one for last is because possibly going to be the biggest game that we talk about today, and that is the Fable reboot. Yeah, man, Fable was shown off. Looked really, really good from what I've seen. Looked a little rough though. Like maybe it's not really done yet, you know. And they did put that tagline in the beginning of this showcase. It said all these games are still in development. So we're gonna take what we see with a grain of salt, but it looks good. It looks good. Like I like that they seem committed to keep the spirit from the first one, or the first trilogy, excuse me, alive in the reboot. So cool shit. They seem very, very dedicated to that. And they also just seem like fans of the original series, which is like something that you always want to see when something gets rebooted. Like you don't want a random motherfucker to come and reboot a franchise that, you know, doesn't know what makes the franchise tick. You know, shit gets lost like that. So we're gonna go ahead and fast forward over to some fucking gameplay and shit like that. Let's get in here. They were showing some pretty cool stuff.
They're stronger than regular people. They're more skillful, more charismatic. More importantly, they're those rare humans who can harness and use magic in the world around them. They have the power to do what they want.
And so do you. In our game, we want you to play as the hero you want to be. And that starts with being able to choose how your hero character looks.
So, in Fable, you'll be able to pick from a range of different
Character customization looks dope.
and customize your clothing, hair, skin tone, tattoos, and scars. So the hero you play represents you.
But as well as your appearance, you can be the hero you want to be through the way you play, through the skills and abilities you learn, and through the weapons you use.
Just like the classic trilogy, heroes in our game fight with a combination of strength, skill, and will. Seamlessly blending melee and ranged weapons with magical abilities gives us
Kick the chicken.
Allowing you to show off your personal playstyle.
Yeah, like these sections look like, to be honest, I'm just happy that the game is coming out. You know, I was scared there for a second. I didn't think that this was actually going to get dropped. Thought it was going to get canceled midway. I'm happy that it's coming out and it looks decent.
Often
You
knocking
know,
enemies off balance and executing stylish finishers.
yeah, it looks solid. It looks
Swap to
solid.
your ranged weapon to bypass enemy guard and deal with troublesome flying enemies. And of course, you'll be able to unleash your powerful spells to both manipulate and devastate your opponents.
This part is cool. Thunder. This is what I'll talk about. Like, they have some of the enemies from the original trilogy, showing that they kind of like, you know, they want to keep the spirit alive.
Colorful and trolls.
Some armored enemies, you got to hit them with the leg. I like that.
And we're adding
It's not just brain
brand new
dead combat.
enemies
This look cool.
like
This remind me of like some Monster Hunter shit.
giant fire-breathing chicken.
Bro, it's fighting a
Each enemy
fire-breathing
family is
chicken.
different, with their own weaknesses to
cock-a-doodle-doo,
exploit
if you
and
may.
defenses to overcome. But with all the unique tools in your combat toolbox,
But,
how you defeat
you
your
know,
enemies,
watching this, you can see what I'm talking about as far as like it looking a little bit rough or like it's still in development. And like I said, they said that. They let us know
There's
that
more
all
to
these
being a
games are
hero
still
in Albion
being
than fighting.
made.
So much
so.
more. When we talk to people about their favorite memories of the original games, so many of their stories were about the stuff you can do when you weren't just being a hero. The normal, everyday stuff which happened when you interacted with the people of Albion.
For me, what I remember most vividly are the inhabitants of Albion, and the things you can do with them, or to them.
The crazy thing about the classic Fable games was that in the middle of a sprawling RPG was almost a complete other game where you could just mess around with the villages and townsfolk.
And we've built that same experience in the middle of our game too. Buying a house, getting a job, making some money.
Romancing a villager, getting married, having kids.
Fancy a date?
Perfect. You can get to know me.
Character models look good.
Buying another house. Buying every house in Albion.
Buying every crib is crazy.
Buying every business in Albion. Getting rich.
marrying a bunch more people, having a bunch more kids, probably getting divorced along the way for good measure.
And this game within a game is unique to Fable. It's systemic, interconnected, and you see the ripple effects of the things you do everywhere you go.
And all of this revolves around the people who live in Albion, who we call the living population. There are more than 1,000 of them, and every single one is unique. Each of them has a name, a role, a daily routine, and their own personality.
I could see the game launching with a bunch of bugs, though. It seems like there's a lot of mechanics going on. Games like that usually have like day one bugs, but
They'll get up, go to
I'm hoping
work,
for the best.
spend some leisure time on
But it does
hobbies,
look a little
then
rough.
go home to bed.
But what's even cooler is that you can talk to every single one of them in fully voiced conversations and
That's dope.
interact with them in loads of
I
different
wonder
ways.
if they use AI
Maybe
for
the
that,
job they go
for
to
like
is
the
working
voice
for
part.
you because you hired them to work in one of your businesses.
I wouldn't be mad about that.
Hey, you. Working hard?
Hiring 1,000 voice actors.
Maybe the bed
Oh, wow.
they sleep in is in a house you own because you're the landlord.
Or maybe their bed is on the street because you evicted them.
All right.
Oh, it's you. You're awful.
Bro hates you.
And all of the stuff you
You
do
evicted
affects
them.
what they think of you. You're a legend.
Nah, eviction is
Everything
crazy.
you do builds your reputation.
Bro is a landlord. But yeah, it seems like there's gonna be a lot of shit to do in this game.
Morality
And
has always been super
looks
important to Fable.
like it's gonna be a
That
fun time.
tension
Looks
between
like it's gonna be a
good
fun
and
time. I'm
evil
hoping for the best
underpinned
with this
all of the
game.
original games.
You guys let me know
Morality
how
is
y'all feeling about the
central
new
to our
Fable
game
game down
too.
below in the comment
But we
section.
have a slightly different take
I think he's gonna go ahead and kick this fucking chicken again. This guy's a dirtbag. Like I said though, I think my favorite announcement, reveal, game from this whole thing was Beast of Reincarnation. Like I said, the people that are making Pokemon stopped what they were doing. It was like, let's cook real quick on the side. Let's make this other thing that looks fucking amazing. And drop it on all consoles. All right, villains. So I think it was a decent event overall. If I had to give it a ranking, let's say out of 10, I would probably give it like a 6 out of 10. I think they could have came through with some more titles. There was another title that was shown off. There was like this multiplayer indie by Double Fine. It was a lot going on there. I didn't really want to, bog this video down. I felt like we hit the most important stuff. You can go check that game out. I think it's called Kiln or some shit like that. It looked super dope. I just didn't really want to deep dive on that. But overall, I think it was a decent event. Xbox needs to turn up the volume a little bit. Like, we had a great end to 2025, right? We had like Ninja Gaiden and all these other games coming out on Xbox. I think now is the time that we start getting hit with the Fallout remasters, the new Gears game, the next Halo. Like, we need the big hitters. I need a new Banjo game. There's a bunch of shit that Xbox can do. It just really depends on what they're planning to do and things like that. The fact that they own Obsidian and Bethesda right now and Fallout is popping, they could just do the new Vegas remaster and that should do numbers. Same way Oblivion did. So I think Xbox need to hit us with some really, really good remakes. The new Gears game, new Halo games, all of that. And we should be in good hands. If I'm a betting man, there's going to be another showcase later on this year showing off those games. There has to be. Obviously, the summer showcase is going to happen. They're going to show off a bunch of shit there. So the games that we're looking forward to might be at that event. So you guys let me know which game you're looking forward to the most, what looked the best and everything like that. Make sure you hit that like and sub button. We appreciate y'all. Turn on post notifications on. And we'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.